Sister wives, did the Flagstaff move cause the Brown family's split? I will explain everything. Watch this video until end. Hey lovely viewers, welcome to my shocking news channel. Sister Wives star Kody Brown saw 3 of his marriages end within a short time frame after the family moved to Flagstaff, Arizona. Christine Brown left the family first, followed by Janelle Brown and Meri Brown, leaving Kody and wife Robyn Brown living in monogamy. The Brown family had moved many times prior to the show, and in season 2 they moved from Utah to Las Vegas to avoid prosecution for their polygamous lifestyle. In Las Vegas, the Brown family lived in 4 custom-built homes next to one another at the end of a cul-de-sac. The setup appeared ideal, with each wife having her own space while Kody was able to move freely between the homes. The family even planted a tree to signify establishing their roots, which made Kody's proposal to relocate yet again in season 13 even more shocking. Kody and his wives ended up making a haphazard move to Flagstaff, Arizona, with the intention to build homes on a lot referred to as Coyote Pass. The move to Flagstaff put a huge strain on the Brown family. While waiting to begin construction on Coyote Pass, the family struggled to find rental homes that would meet their needs. Kody's 4 wives and their children ended up spread around the city. Unlike in Las Vegas, Meri, Robyn, Christine, and Janelle were suddenly living very separate lives. They did not see each other every day and, more importantly, they did not see Kody or know where he was spending his time. With Meri, Janelle, and Christine living apart from Kody and their sister wives, they became accustomed to the separation. The Browns were essentially divided geographically, and the wives found that with the absence of large family gatherings, they were hardly even living a polygamous lifestyle. The idea of living as a plural family was suddenly less important once they recognized the ease of living independently. When the COVID-19 pandemic hit, each unit of the Brown family socially distanced from one another. Each wife and her own children isolated together, with Kody occasionally moving between homes. The siblings and sister wives were not able to gather unless outdoors and at a distance. Kody, for the most part, stayed at Robyn's home because she had young children. Kody claimed that Robyn followed the correct COVID-19 protocols while his other wives and children continued to travel and socialize. The first deep divisions within the family began with their disagreement over how to handle the COVID-19 pandemic. Kody thought his children, particularly Janelle's boys, were being irresponsible by continuing to socialize and he therefore did not want to see them. Because the family had grown accustomed to living separately, there was not an urgent need to come to an agreement regarding social distancing guidelines. If they still lived in Las Vegas in close proximity, the Brown family would have been forced to agree on guidelines in order to maintain daily contact. With daily contact a thing of the past, months slipped by without a clear agreement on requirements for the family to gather in person. The Browns briefly considered building a single house for the entire family in Coyote Pass. When Christine made it clear she would never agree to live in a shared home, the family moved forward with dividing the property into individual plots. Kody and the other wives, who had mixed feelings about living together, began to realize that they would never live as a single family unit again. The Brown family's communication issues were brought to the forefront when each wife was afraid to state which plot they really wanted out of fear of upsetting one another. Dividing the land posed another challenge, as the lots in Coyote Pass were not all the same. Arguments broke out between Kody and his wives and spilled over into the relationships between the sister wives. The Brown family's communication issues were brought to the forefront when each wife was afraid to state which plot they really wanted out of fear of upsetting one another. It was also clear that Kody was ultimately in charge, having the final say over which wife was assigned each piece of land. The idea of living on the idyllic land with a mountain view is what drew the wives to Flagstaff. However, the land had to be paid off before construction could begin, and the volatility of the real estate market made that more challenging than expected. The homes in Las Vegas were slow to sell, rentals in Flagstaff were difficult to find, and the family ended up draining their reserves to buy homes for Christine and Robyn. Meanwhile, Janelle was left living in an RV and small apartments, and she began to realize that she was not a priority to Kody. It It's easy to believe that the Brown family had the perfect arrangement in Las Vegas and would have remained happy there. However, moving to Flagstaff did not create the family's problems, it only illuminated them. While the move to Flagstaff on its own did not cause the Brown family to fall apart, it certainly allowed the wives to consider how a future without Kody would look. Once the sister wives' stars were essentially no longer living a plural lifestyle, officially breaking away from their marriage did not seem like a big leap. Sister wives star Meri Brown's still grieving the loss of Garrison Brown, whom she dearly loved, but she's brave enough to keep working on her life, and Meri's rocking fun black outfits that show her strength. In the past, she was rarely filmed or photographed in the inky shade. Now, it gives her a little edge. Her black ensembles look fresh and new. Meri glows in mellow yellow and pastel pink, and those colors look great with her tanned complexion. Nonetheless, when she veers into darker territory, the results are exciting. Sister Wives Season 18 is over, and it wasn't a good time for anyone in the Brown family. The ties that bound Kody to Meri, Janelle and Christine Brown were frayed and destined to break. When Meri left Kody, she began to look fabulous. She's actually a great advertisement for life after divorce. Well, divorce turned spiritual union. Meri's bloomed on her own, although she did have a relationship with Amos Andrews that lasted for 4 months. Single life looks good on Meri, and her dark outfits are pure, black magic. Meri looks so energized in New York City, as per her Instagram post, as seen above. The Big Apple's the city that never sleeps, and Meri enjoyed it in a black outfit, just like so many NYC fashionistas do. She was runway ready in dark separates, but the sidewalk was her catwalk. Hanging out on Broadway, where a sign for the Neil Diamond-inspired musical A Beautiful Noise glittered in the distance, she was all fired up. On Sister Wives, Meri often seemed downcast. She would literally hang her head. Now, she's happy and Meri's also fierce. Out of the ashes of a truly horrible marriage, she's rising like a phoenix. Her ambition's really kicking in as she embraces single life. When she isn't making the scene in the Big Apple, she's taking care of business in Utah. That's where Meri's bed and breakfast, Lizzie's Heritage Inn, is situated. Meri shared another shot from her thrilling Big Apple getaway, and in this one, she wore the same black outfit, but threw on sunglasses that gave her a touch of mystery. If anyone's a Sister Wives femme fatale, it's Robyn Brown, who has Kody wrapped around her little finger. However, Meri's out glamming Robyn at the moment. Whether Meri's going for a revenge body thing after her failed spiritual union, or just blooming because she's really over Kody, is anybody's guess. Regardless, she looks so good. On the street, the pretty woman dazzled in pale blue shorts. Gone are the sometimes frumpy outfits of the past, no more baggy sweaters and loose tops. Meri's flaunting body-conscious style and chic hair, and keeping her makeup subtle and classy. Her post-Kody style is miles away from the modest print blouses that Kody's queen, Robyn prefers. Meri looked like a creepy Victorian governess when she donned a severe black dress with a high collar on Halloween. The costume was pretty cool. Meri was really conjuring up some spooky vibes. Halloween's so much fun, and Meri made the most of the special occasion. She and her pals posed outside of her bed and breakfast. The yellow house was decorated, and the whole shot looked fabulous. There were glowing pumpkins and the mood was perfect. It's hard to think of a time when Meri really had a blast with Kody. Maybe in the early days, they were happy. However, now that Meri's come to terms with the changes in her life, she's beginning to show the kind of light-hearted spirit that happy people have. It's possible that being with Kody depressed her. While Meri's posing in intentionally dreary clothes in the shot above, she's acting, she's not really miserable. She's playing the part of a morose and edgy person. Meri looked like a creepy Victorian governess when she donned a severe black dress with a high collar on Halloween. The costume was pretty cool. Meri was really conjuring up some spooky vibes. Halloween's so much fun, and Meri made the most of the special occasion. She and her pals posed outside of her bed and breakfast. The yellow house was decorated, and the whole shot looked fabulous. There were glowing pumpkins and the mood was perfect. It's hard to think of a time when Meri really had a blast with Kody. Maybe in the early days, They were happy. However, now that Meri's come to terms with the changes in her life, she's beginning to show the kind of light-hearted spirit that happy people have. It's possible that being with Kody depressed her. While Meri's posing in intentionally dreary clothes in the shot above, she's acting, she's not really miserable. She's playing the part of a morose and edgy person. Meri shared a rare snap of a very important person in her life, her sister Rebecca. Meri, 52, clearly adores her sibling, who is a mom, a businesswoman, and a shoulder to cry on. Meri honored her sister on Rebecca's B-Day, and shared a sweet photo of the two in matching black worthy-up hoodies. Meri's really leaning into her new venture. She's always been a hard worker with a knack for business. According to Meri, her sis is a. Since Meri has such a great support system, her company could really boom. The people in her life who are always there for her mean so much to her. They give her genuine love that she never, ever has to question. That's what Meri needs, values, and deserves. Their loyalty keeps her strong even when life gets hard. Meri has a soft and tender side, and when she's with people who really care, it comes out. The Sister Wives star has so much to look forward to. What do you think about this video? Please told on comment box. Also subscribe our channel. Thanks for watching this video.